In this video, we will be looking at all the sets of numbers that you are expected to know about at GCSE Maths. So all the numbers you know are called real numbers. Beyond GCSE Maths, there are a few other types of numbers you will learn about, but for now, all you need to know about are the real numbers. Now, real numbers are set into two categories. You've either got irrational numbers or rational numbers. Now, the main difference, as you can see the definition here, an irrational number is a never-ending decimal that cannot be written as a fraction in the form a over b. For example, you can see here, pi is an irrational number. Likewise, the square root of 2 is an irrational number. The square root of 11 is also an irrational number. Whereas, something like 5 over 3 is a rational number because it can be written as a fraction. Likewise, minus a half, any of these, they are rational numbers. Now, if we go a bit further into the rational numbers, we come across the integers or whole numbers. These two basically will blend into one. The only difference between them is the whole numbers include the number 0. Integers could be any negative or positive whole number, basically. And then inside that we have the natural numbers. So that is purely the positive numbers. So 1, 2, 3, all the way up to however you can count. So let's have a look a little bit further into the whole numbers and the sets that you have to know within these. Now we start off with some fairly basic ones. We have the odd numbers. We have 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on. Likewise, we have the even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, so on. The prime numbers. Now a lot of the time at GCSE level, it's not very common to be asked about the prime numbers beyond, say, 30. So the prime numbers up to 30, we have 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23 and 29. As long as you can remember those really well, then you'll be completely fine. Anything beyond that, you can probably sit and work out for yourself. A lot of the ones that end in a 1, a 3, a 7 are most common to be prime numbers. Occasionally 9, as you can see, is also fairly common. But as long as you follow that sort of pattern, then you should be okay working out those. Likewise, the square numbers, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, and so on. Again, an endless set of numbers. The way you would work these out, for example, 1 is 1 times 1, 4, 2 times 2, 3 times 3, 4 times 4, and so on. Cube are very similar to square, but you just multiply that by that number one more time. So 1 times 1 times 1 makes 1. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. 4 times 4 times 4 is 64, and so on. So that is just multiplying that number by itself 3 times. And that is pretty much all the sets that you will need to know about for GCSEs. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope that helped.